Stream started. Hello, hello, E.
Oh wait, I was muted. Damn it. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Hello. Ah. So things have turned quite interesting on the Donkey Game Jam. I don't know if my current progress is like significant or not, but I have discovered that it is extremely hard to actually handle jumping. We have 2 weeks for the game jam and it started yesterday. We are making some progress, but there's still like quite a bit of stuff to go. Yeah. Do you wanna see my progress? Let's check the progress.
Stream started. Hello, hello, E.
Hello. So let's see. You know what? Let me open the progress. The project. What? By the way, I updated the engine, which brought quite a lot of new features that I have not used, like at all. Yeah. Hold on. Let me fix that. I need to fix that algorithm already. So, this is the current project, right? You can see the game. I have a small like walking animation. Well, walking movement without animation. And we have the jump, right? The more you hold it, the higher you go, right? The fall feels good. It doesn't feel like too bad, right? The way up is what it kind of feels off, right? Okay. When you have to go, you have to go. Good luck. Yes. You can see the jumping, right? Also, you might notice this window is way more big than normal. right? Even though in general the different like squares seems to be like smaller, the jumping doesn't feel very natural. The way up, the down it feels fine, right? The way up is the one that doesn't feel good, right? I feel like I got something on the, what to call it? Oh, yeah, you're right. The velocity should be going down as it goes up. Okay. I need to figure that out. Yeah. But yeah. I also did something very special. I don't think you can actually see it here, but let me check. Oh, there we go. I have scrolling. Now works. I don't really like it. It's not very smooth, but it works just fine for now. Yeah. Also, I got an animation that I have not added yet to the project. Is this one right here. It's just a placeholder. The one they are using to make the animation. He's supposed to be the idol. Yeah. Yes. We are making some progress. This is my crouch. You can see my majesty on creating placeholders. This is the standing, right? This is the standing and this is the crouching. Wouldn't it be too hard? It's not really that hard. Well, this is the first stream I actually do meet Game Jam. So we will see. Let me open my game. This is the first time I open the game since I updated. Put zero actual animation. Squish a stretching sideways. I can actually do that. I figured out how to do that. When I was trying to handle the camera, I figured out how to stretch and squish the sprites. Yeah. So, let's see if our game actually even runs. Oh, it runs. Oh! It runs just fine. Oh. I didn't expect that. I expect everything to break. Like literally. Huh. Well, the seats are slower than before, that's for sure. Ah. It crashed. But not because there is an issue with the update. Is that I parried a spike again. I never actually fixed that bug. Yeah. That's the issue. Let me see. Dungeons. Oh, not that one. Thank God I did zoom in. I just clicked a spoiler by mistake. I believe that should be 10-2. No. It should be 7-4. Yes, there we go. Okay, so currently when I parry, because our little spike doesn't have a parry knockback value, I believe, is causing issues. Let me see. Projectiles, score strike. Am I handling that? Hold on. Interrupt, please. Block parent. That's not set. There is no destroy. Here is the attack, right? So when we attack, we go in here. We check the hit and then we check for parry. Return false. Hold on. Knockback. Parry knockback, parry frame. What was this again? I wish I could just check where the variables come from with a single button. Knockback, strange, burst. I figured out in the Doki project a lot of stuff that I can save myself from having a nonsensical amount of variables here by using the inherence in a smarter way. Yeah. Entity parent. Okay. Entity parent, where are you? Parents, entity parent. This guy has all of that. Knockback frames and force. I think that's maybe the issue right here. This is where I handle in the knockback. Okay, let me see. Let me try to parry another spike just to check exactly what the error is. There we go. Parry knockback frames. I said before, reading it. At line 51. Okay. Line 51. right here. Parry knockback frames not set in it. And this one is from... Oh, I see. Ah, I see. Where am I? Did I get this? Exactly. It's just there. Huh. That's weird. Huh. Interesting. Where does that one come from? Exactly? Knockout frames? It's supposed to be on the one calling the attack. That means the enemy should have it, in theory. Let's just check the bunny. Knockback. Parry knockback frames is right there, and it's been inherited. Wait. Okay, good night. Rest well. See you later. See you later, Ricardo. See you. Rest well. Ah, I see. It's something exclusive to the enemies. Interesting. Huh. Okay. See you later, Lisette. Good luck in your meeting. Good luck. Okay, see, basically he's looking for a knockback for the attack. Okay. Let's see, projectile. Current. Let's see.
Hello, 3.
Hello. Welcome.
Welcome, please enjoy the stream.
Welcome. Let's see. There is that we have a knockback frames right here. And we are expecting that there because even though it's a successful fairy right here, yeah, because it's not from the projectile thingy. It goes into here and triggers the knockback on the enemy. but it doesn't really have a knockback. And because it doesn't have a knockback, it simply fails. I see. Okay. That means I can just grab the object itself, the spike, and just give it the variables that are missing. That is knockback frames. Let me check the other one. And parry knockback. And I will just set them both to 0. That way we shouldn't have that issue anymore. Okay. And that's how you solve that. Okay, so now that we're here. Okay, so we have our little roses that shoot projectiles. Very slow projectiles. Ow. We have the spikes. We have our thorns spawning randomly in different directions, and we can burn it. Oh wow, that I didn't expect that to get counter. Okay. So everything else is working correctly, I believe. Let me try a parry real quick. Ow. Ow. Ah. Ow. Ah. Ah. Wow. Okay, the seeds are a bit hard to handle. The fire still looks awesome, however. Yeah. Maybe it's a bit too generous with the spawning of health. Maybe I should drop it a little bit more. Oh. Okay, so if you parry, just simply doesn't do that much, basically. I might need to upgrade that. Yeah. Okay. So now that we have that, we do need to make 2 more attacks. Let's see, let me open my design document. Let's see. Okay. So currently we have up to the 4 right here done, which is quite nice. We need to do this AoE impact and swift. I think it would be fairly easy if we just make it as a attack with a very big resolution. Yeah. Okay. I think it's time to make our boss, in my opinion. Because right now we have kept the appearance of the boss to the very end. Let's see. Sprites, enemies, dungeon 2, boss. Okay. Okay, sprite underscore. What do I call this? Let's just call it Rose. And what was my structure for the names again? Get sprite. Just so I can check that. Is a sprite character. Sprite character. State and direction. So it will be an idol underscore direction down. Well, let's call it neutral. Okay, so now let's make the enemy. How big should it be, I wonder? So, given the size of the room, I can set this to 32 to make it more clean. Okay, so how big should it be? Maybe something like this size? Should we make it a little bit bigger? Because we could have like the body of the rose like this, right? And then have the actual rose like be like this. Okay, maybe we would make it. For sure, I want to grab these, so it would be a 9x9 by default. Maybe I can like grab one more to the size and one up to do it like this. So that would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white and 1, 2, 3, 4 tall. Okay, let me do some calculations. 32 times 4, that's 128. 32 times 5, that would be 1024. That's, wait, no, that's wrong. 32 times 5 is 160. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's do a little change in the canvas. 64 by 64. Let's make this one a width of 160. Don't maintain aspect ratio. And 28, excuse me. Like that. And this is our canvas now. And let's make it. Let's make it 32. 1 second, let me check my Discord for a moment. I want to keep tabs on my on my game, on my jam partners, so they don't do something weird. Okay, so I want the flower to be like on this area over here, right? And I want the bottom area to be right here. Something that's too much. Let's see. Something like that. I suppose that's a good way to start it. And I can add like some tentacles. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good, actually. Let's see. I need to set a little palette for this, so let's grab this color. And let's see, I will make a layer exclusive to that. Let's start with this color as the base. Then I will go to up for the one higher and to up after that for the next one. So you can actually see the colors, right? Then from here I will go to down like this and to down like that. And that would be our palette. Okay. Let's start by making the different like petals, shall we? So I want like one petal around here, like this, right? We want another one over here, maybe closing in a little bit more, right? Another one below that, like this. One more like that. Okay. That doesn't look good. Like this. Yeah. Then let's go for another one. And we will make like a circle. Well, not a circle, a little bit more wavy. Okay. One more. It looks a bit weird, actually. Well, we will fix that later. And we can have one more right here. And let's add one more. I put that one on the same layer, damn it. And the last one right here. Okay, that looks good for the bottom layer. Okay, now let's go into adding some colors. Maybe that doesn't look quite right, actually. It doesn't look like a rose, does it? Let me grab a reference, actually. Let's see. Rose. Let's see. Rose. Okay, let me use this as a reference. I will show my prompt just so you can actually see what I'm saying. Right, I want to use this as a reference right here. I see. So the issue here is that I have like not given like the right angle for this. This should not be like at this height. Let me collapse this down. So I can control everything at the same time. Okay. Now I'm going to grab this half right here. And just move it a bit up. Actually, let me just delete it as it is. How is this? It's just like the border like this. So the base would be like over here. Yeah, it's because the origin is like off in my actual rose. So if I set the origin right there, it should be going like this. And if I want the size to remain like consistent, I'm going to need to make... Actually, I can lower it even more to make the size more consistent. It will have to be like this, right? Yeah, that's the idea. But it's a bit too small, actually. It will have to be like something like this. For it to look better. Okay. That's quite you start with reference instead of whatever I'm doing. Okay, let me try again. Let's grab this one. Let's see, we start right here. We need to make like an oval shape. Like that. Then we go for something a little bit brighter. for the edge right here. Right? Actually, I think I can get away by making circles, right? If this is like this, I can just like make circles like this around the center. That would be like right here. So I can just do this. And if I add okay. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to look. That is taking shape. Yeah. And then I can make an extra like this to give it like more. It doesn't like look quite right somehow. Huh. Maybe I can like make it like right there. Okay. I think I got it. Maybe I shouldn't be like putting this much effort, but what can you do? Let's start with the bright areas, shall we? I'm going to use this one. Actually, that is not looking good. Let's go for this one. And I suppose I will just draw the shadows like this. This is harder than I thought it would be. Hmm. This is way harder than I thought it would be. Wow. It, well, I suppose it kinda looks like a rose in a very not actually, but you tried manner. Hmm. Yeah, this is way harder than I thought it would be. Like, significantly harder. It just doesn't look right. Hmm. It simply doesn't quite look correct. Well, from far away, it kinda looks nice, but it actually doesn't. Wow, this is why you need to hire someone who actually knows what they are doing. Yeah. And hopefully they will actually do the job for you. Hmm. Maybe I can make just another one right here. Instead of trying to do something weird, I can maybe just like make this shadow sharper and then make this brighter right here. Right? And I can then make the gradient to this. Hmm. This is so much harder than I thought it would be. Wow, so much noise. I'm trying to like define the petals, but it's actually way harder than I thought it would be. Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't look anything like a rose. Ah. Wow, I'm really bad at this. Maybe the bright color is not like correct. Maybe I should grab something that is more distinguishable. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, because if I do this and then use the next color, actually no. This actually is a good difference. Oh, maybe I just didn't grab the right color. That would explain a lot. Yeah, that would actually explain a lot. I don't know when I grabbed the wrong color, but it really messed me up. Note to self, don't use a variant of the same color you are going to use on the final piece as the background color. Yeah, as a guide. Yeah, this looks way better. Okay, that looks more like an actual rose than before, which I believe is a good thing. I just believe it. I'm still not sure. Maybe something smaller for that. Yeah, that looks maybe a bit too messy. Ah. Yeah, the amount of like petals is actually kind of wrong. There is too many of them, especially over here. Can remove that one and maybe make this a little bit more relevant, and I can use these ones to shade the rest. That looks really nice actually. I just need to remove the shadows that don't belong. That's an actual improvement, I believe. Yeah. That looks better. Yeah. Maybe if I fix these tools right here, will improve a bit more. Yeah, maybe if I move this a bit more up, it will look better. Like putting it like right here. Yeah, that looks better. That's for sure. There we go. That looks like a good improvement. Yeah. What is this? When did I do that? Let me check my messages just real quick. Audio things. What's up? Something nice to me, but I defer to music knowledge. I should know more. Also, originally possessed 2 tracks, but with one and the others, I was thinking one for the auction minigame or something. Okay. Let us continue making a rose. Let's see. This, I believe I can improve. Just removing this right here. So I will just, do that to make it more round there. And I will add the shadow. That's extremely detailed. Yeah, I'm actually feeling like I bit more than I can actually chew. Yes. So I kinda agree with you. It might be a little bit much. Then again, because it's a very big sprite, I feel like it kinda needs to be like very detailed. Looks like a mushroom cloud? Well, it's because I suck at making roses, apparently. It's a new talent I just discovered. Making mushroom clouds, rose mushroom clouds. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. I really like that episode, actually. Yeah. Okay, give me a moment. I need to let my cat out. 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back. Not even because I'm using a reference. It's looking good. That just shows how bad I am at this. It's very noisy here in the center. Maybe I should remove a few petals from the center. Yeah, we'll have to animate this. That would be a freaking nightmare. Yeah.
Hello Mew, waving hand emoji, smiling face emoji.
Hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Bienvenido. Bienvenido. Welcome to my torture of my self-imposed torture. Actually, maybe I should remove some of this also. He's not looking good, this rose, I will admit. There is like a shit ton of things wrong with it. Maybe I should like start like practicing drawing, because I feel like it's like a big weakness of mine. Yeah, Ricardo already left. Indeed. Maybe if I remove this one also. Yeah, maybe I could do art streams. That could probably be a good idea. Yeah. Maybe I should make Sundays, art Sundays or something. So I can actually like practice. Yeah, maybe after the game jam, I will start doing that. Yeah. I feel like I can expand this one. Like that. The quality improves on a little bit. Not quite like a lot, but it is a somewhat improvement, I would say. Sometimes Control Z is not a good idea. What do you guys think? I still think it has too many petals. To flat, that was a bit more round. Yeah, it does feel a bit flat, huh? Especially if you compare it to my reference. You are indeed right, huh? Interesting. Huh. You are indeed correct. Wow, okay, that's one observation I had not noticed. Huh. You are totally correct. You are indeed correct. Oh. That might actually be like the answer. Let me make a little correction then. I feel like about this would be right. And I will just make it like higher. Yeah, like that. I will just like start up here and make something like this. Something like that, right? And then we can go for a darker shade at the bottom, like this. And we can fix it a little bit, like that. And I can use the darker one at the very bottom, like that. Right? And then I can do the same again, like this. But this one I will like go more around, like that. Grab this, use it like right here, just to define the petal down, like that. And then I can add depth by doing this, and I reshape it a little bit, right? Use the darker one lower, like that. And I can use this to give some depth up here. Like that. Yeah, you hit the problem on the nail. You are incredibly correct. Wow. Wow. You are so incredibly correct. It's actually kinda painful. And this is why I do streams. Let me check over here. Yeah, I can have like another big one right here. Like around here. Higher. Like that. Yeah. That's why I ask you guys so much. on every stream. And I can use the darkest one at the very bottom. Look at that. That's such a big improvement. Wow. Wow. Look at that improvement. Yeah, that's really good, actually. You thought I was trying to draw a what? A hibiscus? I don't know that much of flowers. What is a hibiscus? Actually, at the start it looked like this. You're actually quite right. At the start it looked a lot like that. Yeah. You are indeed correct about that. Yeah. Okay, now I just need to make the other side. Actually, let's do it like this. Like that. And then I can use this as a leverage to create the petal. Now that looks way better. It was a good improvement, but I still believe it looks a bit flat. Let me delete some of the things out here. To make it a bit more like, give it a bit more depth. That actually looks quite nice. Yeah. Looking good. Huh. Actually, I think I should remove this one right here. Now that looks way better. Yeah. That's a lot of improvements. Just from one tiny observation. Maybe this could be a little bit higher. Still looks a tiny bit flat. This area is still a bit of a mess. I can fix it a little bit. Actually, I can just grab it like that and use this to differentiate. This one right here, maybe I need to remove. It looks a bit out of place. Like that. And I can grab this and do that to complete the petal like this. Now that looks way better. Huh. You think it's crazy that I can just dive in like this and actually make something? Really? I don't find it that, like, difficult. I don't know, I treat drawing a little bit more like sculpting than actually drawing. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm more like sculpting the shape using colors. I'm like chiseling at the image. Yeah. That doesn't look quite right. Ah, that's not what I wanted. You come from a pencil drawing background, so that might be the reason? Really? Well, my father is an architect, so a lot of my drawing background came from him. Yeah. So you would think I would use sketches. But apparently not. Yeah. Actually, that doesn't look good, like at all. Maybe if I do it more like this, and I make this more of a curve, it will look a bit better. That looks better, yeah. And I can like take advantage of that, but to do a bit more of highlighting like this. Yeah. That actually looks pretty good, I would say, in general. There is still like weird stuff like this that needs correcting, but in general it's looking quite fine, I believe. Yeah, that looks fine. Good enough. You can make it rounded at the bottom. Oh, I see what you mean. So you mean like adding more over here so it doesn't look so flat? Yeah. I think I will leave it like this. I think it's good enough. Now what I want to do is this thing, which is going to be an issue on its own. So let's see. Let's grab a green. Hmm. How about we start with this as the base, and then we go to up to grab the highlights, and then we go down like this for the other ones. Okay. Well, I never have received any kind of instruction, like at all. So, there is that. Let's see. Yeah. Have I said this before? I wonder. I once applied to another school. I actually applied to music school, right? And I was looking forward to getting into the school. And really wanted to go to the school. So, when I got the exam to go in, I filled the exam, like I answered it. Everything was like fairly easy, right? And then there was this one last question at the very end of this exam, asking, hey, what schedule would you like to have at school? Right? I suppose it was like for them to sort the students into different like time frames for the school, I suppose. I didn't really care which way, at which time I would go to the school. So I just selected everything, right? And your schedule is fine, right? So I selected all three, I believe, of the options. So results come out. I go to check the results. And I see my score for the exam was like 96% out of 100, right? And I'm like, sick, right? And then I check the cell in the list right next to it that said, exam invalidated. And I was like, what the fuck? And every other person had in that cell a value that said approved or rejected, right? When they were like below the threshold. I was the only one with the invalid value. And I was like, what the fuck? So I go and ask, right? Hey, what's up with this? And the person didn't know what the fuck either. So he went and asked, right? And they went and got the exam for me. And they checked it. And they told me, oh, I see the issue. In the last question, the one where we ask you what schedule would you like, you filled all the values. You should have chosen one. And because you selected more than one, the system grabbed you as marked you as invalid. And but I wanted like any schedule, right? I didn't care. Can I just like get it at like just mark it as is like any instead of like invalid? And they told me no. You are going to have to wait a whole fucking year to retake the exam. To enter the school. So I said, fuck you, I will not. I don't know what infamous Australian painter you're referring, but I said, fuck no. And because I was still in time to actually apply for computer science, I went to computer science and became a programmer. Yeah. They rejected 96% student because of one random value that they didn't like explain correctly. Yeah. And that's how I never went to art. If it wasn't for that, I would probably be a pianist or a violinist. Yeah. But they chose wrong. Yeah, if it wasn't for them doing that, I would have like be on a completely different like career. Yeah. Because I think I was pretty good with music, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm doing this without actually checking the how the roses look. Ah, okay. There we go. I can wait you for to compose the original music for game. I actually looking forward to that also. I'm very curious about what we'll make. Yeah. I'm very curious to see what kind of music can I create now that I got the chance. Yeah. This is going to look a bit weird because I didn't give myself enough space to actually make it look good. I wonder if my music will even like sound correctly, because I never actually study like any kind of music creation. I know what kind of music I like, right? But that doesn't mean like I will actually be able to reproduce it. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. How does that look? Does it look weird? I think it looks weird. Hmm. It's because it is so short. The roses have long stacks. Yeah. I suppose that's an issue. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Shall we see how it looks in the map? Actually, let me see. Enemies, dungeon 2, boss, rose. Also, it looks like the rose-shaped cloud from Hunter x Hunter. Ah, that's right. I forgot. I need to center it. Ah, it doesn't look that bad. I want it to be a little bit higher. Let me actually sort this to make it more clean. I'm going to need to set it to 16. Actually, it's kinda imposing like this, huh? You can kill these ones. Huh. It doesn't look too bad. Let's see the collision mask. That's a bit big. How about we make it like an ellipse? Should I make it like specifically like this? Maybe a bit smaller, like this. So Masi takes 20% of this of the screen. It kinda does, huh? Let me check how this is going. It does look kinda massive, huh? Oh. Ah. Oh. Don't strike character no setback from reading it. That's weird. Get sprite. Character name. That's weird. Oh, I see. It's probably because of the step right here. Where is it? Character name non rose. There we go. The tiny little roses look cute. You like them? Yeah. Still missing some animations, but it already like looks quite good, in my opinion. Oh. Character name not set before renaming it. Thorn Spike. Get sprite. Oh, it's probably easier. Issue right there. Okay, I found the issue. Never mind. It's because I was testing some stuff before. Ha. Oh wow. It's actually colliding with the boss, the spikes. Huh. I need to check that because that shouldn't be happening. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it just like collides with the boss. Oh. Oh. Ew. I love how the fire like changes around. Yeah. Oh. Ouch. And you can attack. It doesn't really register the hits currently, but you can attack for sure. What do you think? How does that look? As a boss, in appearance. Right now it looks more like scenography, more than anything, I think. That's good. Nice. I need to remove the counter for the plants. It looks a bit weird. A bit intrusive, I would say. Oh. Ouch. The ones that should not be spawning on the boss are the roses. Those should not be invading the space of the boss. That's for sure. Oh. It looks more like a boss fight now. Yeah. Still looks a bit weird. Okay, shall we do the last attack? The sweep. That's going to be an interesting attack. Let me think. How do I do this? I'm going to need a sprite for sure. A sprite, root, attack. It will require some animation, yes. And it's going to be a very big animation. My brain is calculating. Excuse me for a moment. Excuse me.
Soundwave subscribe to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Soundwave. Thank you, and welcome. Let's see. I think we are going to need to resize this. Each tile is 32. So let me check the room again. So this is the current grid we have, right? The attack will come from this spot, so it has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down, right? 7 down. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, never mind. It's just 6. No, it has to be 7 counting this spot right here. So it's 7 down, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 down and 6 to the right. Okay. 7 down and 6 to the right. So that would mean 7 times 32. Let me just pull up the calculator. 7 times 32, 2 for 24 on 8. Okay, we don't maintain aspect ratio. And the other one is calculator. Hello. We said 6, right? So it would be times 32. Okay. Okay, there we go. We have the size. It's quite big actually. We have the 32 by 32, right? And no, actually I'm wrong. Hold on. Calculator. Okay. There we go. This is the correct size. Okay. So the tentacle is going to be right here in this area. Let me just black so it can actually be seen. So this area is going to be where the rose is, right? Let me do this instead. That's the area of the rose. And the tentacle is going to do a sweep, right? And it's going to be a hit like this. Oh, wow. A hit like this in that area. Like this. And then it will sweep like that. Okay, how about I do it like just with lines to start, right? So that's the first. And let me put another layer just to have the reference, because I want a full circle, right? Like this. And I will put that at the bottom. Let's make it a different color. Different color. Okay. So every frame we are going to move the line along this. How many frames do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's stop at 9. And we want to do this one right here. What do you mean, dodge? You need to be in this area right here, on this level right here, and this cell right here, this set, or be anywhere over here. Those are the safe areas. Yeah. These green areas are the safe places. Yeah. You need to move. When the slab goes and hits here, it's going to pause for a few seconds, for a few frames, right? And then you have chance to move. And basically it's going to be very simple. If it hits right here to the right side of the plant, you can see this is the plant right here, right? If it hits right here, it will go clockwise, right? If it hits over here, it will go the other way, right? So where the slab goes down is a tell of which direction is going to move. That's the idea, at least. Yeah. Okay, so that's frame 1, right? Then frame 2 would be from here to here. Then frame 3 would be from here to there. Frame 4. Frame 5. Frame 6. Wait, am I repeating the same? I'm repeating the same. Wow, I confused myself. We are here. Here we move like that, and we duplicate this guy. We move over here, select, duplicate, move, select, duplicate, move, select, duplicate, move, select. What happened there? Oh wait, did I just skip one? What happened there? Okay, that's how it should be. And then for the next one, and the final one, like that. And that would be the sweep, right? Very simple. Extremely simple. I just need to remove the other after images. Like this. For each one. Here we go. Right, and I will remove the dots. And finally, I just hide this one and test the animation. A bit fast. Let's make it like about 16. I suppose that's fast enough. What do you think? Hmm? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I can make like something so it doesn't look so choppy. Bunny speeds. What do you mean? Like make the different slabs different? Like have a variety of different root attacks, tentacle attacks. Yeah, I could make like an acceleration. Yeah, that would be just a little bit much animating right now. Hold on, I'm checking on my team for the Donkey Game Jam, just to make sure everything is working as I thought it would be. Hold on. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, the solution could be one thing. Okay. Let's like make this a little bit more like maybe because there is like a big distance between each, it doesn't look really good. Yeah. Oh, I just thought about something. Instead of making it a slab, well, no, it needs to be a slab. Hmm. Yeah, because it needs to hit the ground, right? Because it's supposed to be an AoE stun. So I cannot like have it like be like a punch or a kick because that doesn't like really target the ground. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We start with this, right? What I'm going to do here is just define this a little bit more, right? So I will grab the color here. Let's go to higher, and I will just like do this. To make it more root-like and give it more like width, and we will make it a bit more pointy. That's too much. Like that. And I need some darker spots. So let's go down. And I will just set it below it to give it more of a shape. Yeah. Like that. And then we go to the next frame. It looks a bit weird. Okay, let's see. Does that look a bit weird to you? It does look kinda weird to me. There is this weird sense of like the color is off. I don't know. Looks like a gate being open. Really? I'm just like drawing randomly currently. It looks so weird. Yeah, it looks weird. Huh. It looks really, really weird. Huh. Is that mean? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It feels weird. It feels off. Some references, but where do I find like a monster flower root sweep attack reference? How to beat, really? Do people do get stuck on that guy, really? That's a sprite sheet. Huh. What the fuck is that? Hmm. Well, let me tell you, I will not Google octopus tentacle attack on stream for obvious reasons. Because I know what kind of stuff I will find. Maybe it's because I'm not like actually trying to make it look good. Maybe that's why it looks so weak in a way. Well, it's not necessary for it to actually look good. At least not for now. If I got that one, that's the whole attack right there. I could give it a try. Like this. I can just make the object. Let's call this swipe attack. Object underscore swipe attack. And I can place it here where it needs to be. Oh wow, it's actually not centered. Top center. No, that is correct. It's just like not spawning correctly. Oh, hold on. I need to make this. There we go. It will be like coming from here-ish. Wait, that's not the correct size? Oh wow, did I really miscalculate the size so hard? Huh. No, I didn't. It has to be there. Okay. Yeah, it just like the proportion of the rooms actually threw me off. Okay, so it will look like this. Let's see. We go in, and it would be like that. Now. I might need to change the way. Ouch. The boss is drawn because he's like on top of everything and I'm on top of the boss. Ow. Ah. Okay, let's see. I think I need to make a few more frames for this one at the start. Hello. Hello, Juggernaut. Hello, hello. I'm making a game.
What is this game?
Hello. This game is based on the original Zelda, and I'm trying to make my own version, basically. That's like the short version of this. Yeah. I'm just currently trying to make an attack for a boss. But I cannot really get it to look quite right. Yes, I'm making a game. Indeed. Okay, maybe if I do it like this, make the animation like start up like this, where the attack it comes like that, it curves this way. Actually, maybe a little bit more. Hold on, let me finish this before I try to correct a little bit. So we have this, and I can use this to like create more depth. Maybe this is a bit too dark. We have something a bit lighter. Something like that. No, that looks a bit weird. I think it would be better if it like curved like this. Like that. And we can like make it really curved like that. Like this. Maybe. Still looks a bit weird. Okay, that looks better. Okay. I'm getting there. Hold on. Like that. Now that looks way better. Yeah. Okay. So I want this to be like the one before the attack, right? This is the attack, so this should be like right there. And it will go wham, right? Like that. I can maybe delete these ones. Let me duplicate that. And I want to go slowly backwards, right? So I will make this more short. Excuse me. More like this. That looks better. And then I can make it a bit more short. So it would be, and then we'll attack, right? Like that. It doesn't quite look right. This one looks good. Maybe if I move like this a bit lower like that, and this one is just the same, go down a bit. How about this one also? A bit like that. Actually, like this. And then this I will like go the other way instead. This doesn't look right. Okay, that looks better. So it goes like that. And then the attack, then the swipe. That change of lighting is a bit weird. Well, let's see how it looks. For a moment. Looks like you know what you're doing. Not really. I'm doing a lot of playing it by ear. Yeah. How long since you started playing this game? Pretty much about 1 year. Mind you, I only work on the game on stream, so even though I say it's a year, it's more like 3 hours. Twice a week for a year, basically. It looks kinda wiggly. That tentacle. Ouch. Yeah, that doesn't look good. How about we start from earlier, maybe? What if I do it like this? If I start with the spot where it will sprout. And I need a little bit more dark. I'm not sure it actually looks good. Yes, I also code the game. Actually, making art is like my weakness. I'm more of a coder than anything else. That actually doesn't look right. Wow. How did I make something that looks like that? I want this to focus like that. So I need to do it like this. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so now I just fix the colors. Something like that? I don't know, it doesn't quite like satisfies me. Okay, and from there we sprout the attack. Supposedly. So it should like shoot out. Like that. Right, and we take advantage of this to make like some debris. I suppose it looks kinda good. Right, and we can give it some shading to this. Okay, so that shoots out, right? And we move the little pieces around because they are flying, right? So we move it like a bit more away. Like that, so it looks like this, right? And we need to increase the size of this thing, so it goes like maybe like this, Actually, more like that. Right? We start to curve. And maybe that's a bit much. Hmm. Okay, so it goes like that. This one we don't need because it looks very weird. That's a bit too big for what we're doing right now. So we're missing at least one step. Right? So here we move these ones down towards the ground because they are falling. Right? Then this guy we need to make bigger. So we increase the circumference by a little bit. Right? We're still doing the attack and we go a bit higher with it. Like that. Then we go a bit bigger still. That doesn't quite match, huh? Well, we can remove a few frames. That's no issue. Let's add one more of this. Actually, I miss moving these ones. That flew a bit too far. We can make one more, and I will lay these ones to rest on the ground. This one can keep flying. Actually, I can just lower this one like right there. This one can keep going a little bit further. Wait. These are backwards. Are you doing this all alone or is it just a small game? I set my goal to do at the very least the same amount of stuff that is in the original Zelda. That is 9 dungeons, including the boss. All bosses are levels, same map size, same amount of dungeon items, including puzzles, including whatever I want to add. But the bare minimum, I had to do whatever that game had, I need to match it, bit by bit. Yeah. And I'm doing this solo. Yeah. Because no artist has agreed to work with me. Expected release 2029. I'm getting there, okay? We already have 2 dungeons. Yes, we're finalizing the last one. Do not despair. Do not despair. We are getting there slowly but surely. How about I give it like a little like curvature here, like that. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, 1 second, my cat wants to be free. I'll be right back. Give me 1 moment. I'll be right back. 1 moment. Okay, hello, I'm back. There is a festival near my house, like right next to it. So if you hear like explosions and maybe bells, like Majora's Mask style bells, and lots of like fireworks, we are not like celebrating the festival all the time and the moon is going to fall. It's just a random festival next to my house. Yeah. Grab some festival food. I did actually. I have a crepe. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. This thing is massive. Okay, so it looks now like this. Right? So these two, I don't need. Hold on. Wow. Do you live on the... Do you any of you have to live on those kind of like zones in a city where you cannot tell if what you're hearing is like fireworks or gunshots? Because that's happening to me. Okay. That kinda looks okay-ish. And I suppose the down motion right here is still too like fast. Barely anyone in your country owns firearms. Well, they are supposed to be banned on my country also. But we are a little bit too close to the United States to for that to be like enforced. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to like avoid you hearing me munching my creep. What do you think? I think we need more like frames here, huh? I think that's simply necessary. Sadly. Okay. So one more frame. And here, this frame, I suppose we will make this jump right here. So what I'm going to do is simply delete this part right here, right? This middle part. And then I will just extend it like this. To make the action start to flow, right? Actually, I need to modify this a little bit or it will look a bit weird. Yeah. As far as I know, is a specified frame rate, sadly. If there is a way to do it the way you mentioned, I have not discovered it yet. So you have to go with the traditional animation workaround? Yeah. Frame by frame. Add more frames to make the animation slower, or remove frames to make it faster. Indeed. That's my sad reality. And now, this is the part where I do this. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know if this will look like good at all. I'm quite literally guessing. I'm literally just guessing. So it goes like this. That's still like a big jump. Huh. Ah, that looks like more, what to call it, fluid in general. I have not eaten a crepe in so long. Oh. How do you think it's going? Do you like the way this is going? Let's see. And then we continue with our slab, like all the way over here.
Hola,
Hello, Spy. Hola, Spy. Bienvenido. Spy, ¿cómo estás? Welcome, welcome, Spy. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. ¿Tuviste un sueño exageradamente extraño? I also had a weird dream. Do you want to hear it? Sure? Well, you see, you remember I have a bunch of cousins I don't really get along with, right? Well, there is this one cousin who sadly perished in a very, very dramatic and kinda gory way. Well, last night I actually dreamed with such a cousin. It was a very weird dream. You see, I was like asked, as always, by my family to get them up an Uber because they are not like proficient enough with technology to actually do it themselves most of the time, right? But as I was like trying to get them the Uber, like I pull out my phone, basically. Well, one of my aunts specifically the aunt that is the mom for that cousin suddenly said, hold on, I already requested one, right? And as such I stop, right? And I'm like, oh really? And she says yes, and it's almost here. But I see in her phone that she actually placed the pickup not where we are, but like a block away. So I tell them they hurry out, right? With the bags and everything. And well, you see, because they are kinda old, I got worried, right? I was like, hold on, maybe it's not a good idea leaving the boomer aunts and uncles to carry heavy stuff to the Uber while running because they failed to place the pickup in the correct location. So I follow after them, right? When I catch up to them, somehow the aunt that is the mom of the cousin that died is on the ground because someone like dropped her, right? Someone like stole her stuff right in front of the Uber, right? The rest of the family catch up. So I'm like, shit. I'm trying to like help her up and everything. Everyone else like arrives. I tell them, hey, help her. I'm going to go get my cousin, right? Her son. Because I turn back from the way we came and I see him like, I don't know, 25 meters away from where we were. The cousin that died, yeah. And I'm like, I need to tell him, right? To come help his mom. So I go over to him. And he's like prancing around, like walking this way and then the other way, like he's like distracted. Like a daydreamer or something. So I grab him by the shoulders and tell him, hey, they need you over there. Wake up. What are you doing? Right? And I like push him on the direction he should go. He doesn't say anything, but he like moves like he's like confused, but still like listens to me and goes over there. And I look back to where he was, wondering what he was doing, right? And for some reason, I like don't find anything. So I look back to him as he's like walking. And for some reason, my vision becomes blurry. And I wake up. And I will not kid you, like for 5 minutes straight, I was wondering if he actually reached his mom. Like, I was thinking if I should like call him to make sure, right? It took me, like I said, like 5 minutes to remember he was dead. Yeah. It was the strangest feeling. Especially because after I realized he was dead, I had this weird like sense of dread. Like something bad was going to happen. It was really weird. And that was my weird dream from last night. What do you think? Weird? Nonsensical? Ah, that's actually like very smooth. Well, it like lacks like strength when the impact like happens, right? But now it's like more fluid in general. Hmm. Yeah. Did I tell you guys how my cousin died? Or did I not? Never heard of it? My cousin was working. I wouldn't call it a dangerous job because I have done it, right? Basically, he was supervising like a bunch of workers on a building, right? The workers were like in charge of cleaning the windows of basically skyscrapers, right? Very tall buildings. I have worked on that, like climbing onto the like cage, the platform that lowers you on the side of the building, right? Cleaning windows and placing windows, actually. So he was directing those guys, right? And for some reason, because I suppose they were like close in age, him and the workers, they were like very what to call it, comfortable with each other, right? So they were very friendly, and they were like chatting and mocking around. This is what I heard it happened. So they got to the roof. It's a group of maybe 5 to 10 people, right, including him, that are going to like start working on the windows, and he's supposed to direct them, right? Sometimes, obviously, he has to get on the platform, on the cage, to go down with them. Well, protocol is that you must equip yourself with like a harness and secure a lifeline to the building. Before anything happens, you have to do that. Well, my cousin, you see, let's say this is the building, right? And you have like this like edge, and the cage is like right here, right? Well, my cousin was very smart and be sarcastic. You have the cage right here and the building going down, right? Well, he goes without putting on the harness, without putting on the lifeline. He goes over to the edge. Right? And he starts to climb over into the cage. His foot gets stuck as he's trying to climb into the cage. Right? He goes over the cage. And goes down. And he fell from a skyscraper. Head first. Because he tripped. Right here, his foot got stuck on the edge when he was trying to climb onto the cage, and somehow he managed to fling himself over the cage out of the other side, because he got stuck right here. I don't know how the fuck he managed to do that. So yeah, it's pretty common that happens. The issue is the person that was like in charge, like one level above him, like the month before this happened, he saw they were like fooling around and not paying attention before getting into the cage, into the platform. And he told them, stop, put your tools down, get the fuck out of the building. I don't want you dying on my turn. You cannot be playing around on the rooftop. Literally, this man almost fired like 10 people for fooling around. 1 month before this actually happened. Yeah. And that's how he died. Yeah. So I dreamed with that cousin last night, which is quite surprising because I almost never dream with them, like at all. Yeah. No, he was very like the kind of person that is Mr. Popular, basically. The typical jock. Yeah. Also the typical bully. Yeah. And he died. Now that looks actually very smooth. We can pause this for a few frames. Yeah, that looks actually nice. With a few extra frames right there. Yeah. So yeah, that happened. That's how one of my cousins died. Yeah.
Time alert.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Let me put my creep down. Okay. I think we've made quite a bit of progress. We have our boss. We have our attack. Let me check how it looks on the game. Let's see. Oh, that actually looks quite nice. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Like the second part of the attack looks a bit weird because it's not like well made. And maybe the strike itself could be like more detailed because it feels like it's like kinda cartoonish. Maybe. Yeah. The swipe is going to be quite the threat, I will say. Because it's going to be very hard to dodge it with everything else happening at the same time. At the same time. Yeah. Ah, I got hit into the door. Damn it. That's a bug I need to fix. Yeah. The swipe is pretty fast. Huh. Yeah, maybe I will like make it more slow. And maybe add some turns. That way it will be like more deadly without, even if it's slower. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I think we did good progress. We made the whole sprite for the boss and the swipe attack, even though it doesn't do damage currently. And we're going to need the other one, but I can just mirror the attack. Yeah. Flipping around And that would be good enough. I feel like I need to add like something in this area because it feels a bit too empty for my liking. Yeah. We will see. We will see. I suppose. Okay, let's end in here for today. You will continue next
Can't wait for
Thursday.
you to compose the original music for the game. Beyond the whispering reeds of the valley's eastern shore lies a forgotten cavern, carved not by hand, but by the patient rhythm of the tide. Looks good. What is this game? Holla.
Hola! Yeah.
Time alert.
Sí se parece al boss de Elden Ring, la verdad. Okay. Good night, thank you for coming to the stream. We will continue this next time. Yeah. Good night, good night. Maybe putting it there. Oh, you cannot see it. Whatever. Okay. Let's continue this next time. I literally like look over to the editor. I immediately am like, oh, let's do this. Okay. Some moving roots sprites under the boss to make it more bulky. Yeah, maybe. That would be good, actually. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue this next time. Good night, good night. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. Good night. Adios. Buenas noches. Gracias por venir. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Yes. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Terraria. Yes. Terraria. Yes. ¿Quieres algo para matarla de manera instantánea? Eso sería interesante, la verdad. Good night, good night. Buenas noches, que descansen. Los veo mañana. Good night, adios, bye bye. Good night, rest well. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Giant flowers mean giant bees. ¿Abejas gigantes para enfrentarte a la rosa gigante? That sounds like a really bad idea. Yeah. Okay, bye bye. Good night. Adios. Good night. Bye bye. Bye.
Looks good. Good luck with that. That requires some animation. How do you even dodge? I see. You can make a variation between the different frames. Varying speeds. The first few frames is slower, while the final frames are faster due to acceleration. A slap, not a punch or a kick. It looks weird because it's straight. Looks like a gate being opened. He's dabbing. Try looking up some references. Good question. He's pretty easy NGL. What about an octopus tentacle attack, Limao? I think the Skagitry avatar has a slap and then swipe attack, right? Just need to imagine it from the top-down perspective. BRB, what is this game? You're making a game? Hello. How long since you started developing this game? It looks like you know what you're doing. Do you also code the game? Looks good TBH. You're doing this all alone? Or is it just a small game? Expected release date is 2029. Nice, go grab some festival food. Nice. Barely anyone in my country owns firearms, so no. Does Game Maker's Studio allows you to set different time gap between each frame, or do all frames follow a specified frame rate? Darn, so you have to go with the traditional animation workaround. That slap looks good. Hola Ola. Pos hey mo meno supongo, tu veo un sueño exageradamente extraño. Spoiler, yo sé mi olvido, honeybee emoji, right pointing finger emoji, bread emoji. Sure. El punto es que se sintió como si literalmente hubiera tenido una vida entera estando en el sueño, frowning face emoji. Ah yes, boomer family. The cousin that died? Ta portenta la plantera, bread emoji. To give the impact more oomph, probably pause for a few frames before the swipe starts. I never heard of it. You've probably told Ricardo. Oh, that scary job. What? Oh. It's pretty common that once you get used to something your danger sense weakens and you become careless about safety concerns. At least he's not one of those fools who scale up skyscrapers just for the thrill and then receive their Darwin Award. I see. Nice. Oh, time alert. Mi ganó card. XD. Art, place of worship emoji. Probably add some effects like screen shake during the slam. And the swipe is pretty fast too. Mi recuerda un poco el boss del Elden Ring, rose emoji, right pointing finger emoji, honeybee emoji. Probably some moving root sprites under the boss to make it more bulky. Okay, good night everyone. Solo falta que mude hayan pon el como ama YKL lanzalola kega uno instakilda una como el habondan el trikill, honeybee emoji, right pointing finger emoji, rose emoji. Solo decía XD. Yes, giant flowers mean giant bees, bye bye. La reina abeja, raised hand emoji, moai emoji, raised back of hand emoji. Hasta mañana, DDDDD. Croissant emoji, rice cracker emoji, banana emoji. Sun emoji, black star emoji, crescent moon emoji. Bye bye, good night. Bread emoji. Bye, DDDD, hand pink waving,